Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'll be making chalk targets that explode like this. So I've got clean tin to crush them in. I've got this stick that I'm gonna crush it with. Just rounding off the ends. With this knife I made this knife from a old file. So just rounding the end off a little bit. So it can crush chalk a little bit better. Alright. So chalk in a tin, and I'm just gonna crush it. See that? There's a powder in the bottom. Gonna try and get all of the big bits of chalk crushed down into fine powder. So I'm just working that into a fine powder you see at the back. Be crushing all of these big bits. Put this over there as well. Just slowly working all of the big chunks out. It does help to have a rounded stick. It would be better if this was bigger, because then you could cover a larger amount of chalk at one time, but this is working pretty well. I'm not doing loads. So. Right now I'm slowly getting there, if you can see that alright. See, that's all smaller sediment. I'm going to have a little stir around, because it's all sort of clumped around the bottom. I'm going to stir it all up. See if there's any big bits. Clump at the top of the bottom that I didn't see. See, that's uncovered a couple of bigger chunks that need to be crushed. the side now. Take those little bits of cinnamon out of size. Just rubbing it on the serrations, you can see. Alright, that's looking pretty good. You can see that. Right. So, got some water. Bowl. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly pour this in bit by bit, thicken it into a paste. I think I might put a bit much. We work this round because we want to almost make this into a clay so that we can mould it into targets. See how that's sticking together? That's what you want. So this stick has a point, there's more points on the end. This is going to help me scrape it a little bit better, you see. Scrape it off the bottom. Because where I've compressed it, it's stuck around the bottom of this baked bean can. So you see how that's turned into more of a paste. So you can mould that into a clay target for shooting at with catapults, air guns, whatever. And hopefully it should make a nice little dust cloud when you hit it. Alright, it's looking pretty good. I'm gonna see the difference from this is before I worked it and this is after I worked it. It's clumped together more. Right, let's see if this forms nice paste. Gonna take about this much. Yeah, you see how it's got the consistency of clay. So I'm going to squish this into a circle like this. Now the good thing about these is you can make them however big or however small that you like. The thinner you do it, the quicker it'll dry. Alright, that looks pretty good to me. So, we'll start out semi-thick, something like that. And then not semi-thick. That's not pinky compared to if that helps. Yeah. We'll start out 40 mil. Alright, that's one. See how many more we can get of this. Let's make this one a bit bigger. See, this is what happens when you have big clumps in it. They leave a big dent, which isn't helpful when you're trying to mould it all together. This one could do with some more water. So I just dip my finger in that water, smooth it off. It's just like clay, and it helps it hold together a little bit better. Actually, a little bit too wet there. So that's a little bit big one. Try and make it 40 one. Ooh. You can experiment with different thicknesses and see which one display better and all that sort of stuff if you want. Alright. That's another big one, so I'm going to take some of that. bit of clay or whatever this chalky clay is called, you can just mould it to whatever shape you want. You can never make a mistake because you just switch it back into the ball and start again. Right, that's that one. I'm going to put these in airing covers so they dry quickly. But you could put them in the oven maybe. Just add a little bit more water so it's starting to dry out a little bit. That's another biggish one. See what I mean about the big bits? These are all big chunks where the cracks are. You see? Around where the big chunks are, nothing can get grip onto it, and it creates a weak point. But I'm not selling these or anything, so they don't have to look nice, they just have to work, so it doesn't matter too much. One more up here. Right, pretty much everything out there. Some together crumbly. Some water up there. This actual moisture just sticks together. Might be too more. I think small ones in me. So we've got our chalk targets. These have been sat in the wind a bit, so they've already dried off a little bit. I'm placing them on this chopping board for two reasons. One, it's wooden, so the wood will soak a bit of moisture out from them. And also, I'm going to put this in the airing cupboard. Right. For overnight, and then I'll see if they're dry enough for tomorrow morning. The reason you don't shoot them now is because they will just deform. They won't actually explode how you want them to. So I'm going to see how they do overnight, and if they're still a little bit damp, then I'll flip them and do them for another night. Got the chalk targets going into the airing cupboard. We'll check up on them tomorrow morning and see if they need another night. It's the next morning. Let's have a look how they're doing. Tried out a lot. Brittle now. Couple more hours on the other side, and I'll shoot them later. Back of the airing cupboard again. Let's see if these are ready to go. Yeah. You can hear it, they're brittle.